Hey guys, we're live.
Hey, we're live.
And we're excited to be live, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be live.
Give me that. Give me some beers.
Oh, here, pass him a can there, William.
Give me Russia. Give me some beer.
William, pass him a beer.
I'll pass him a beer. You need to turn off your
I know.
noise.
Just making sure it's working, that's all.
Shut up.
We've got a dog problem today. The dog's just going to keep barking because it hates me. It gets a bad
Are you
omen
guys
from me.
online right now?
Yeah, we're live right now. So
There's Liam
Okay,
Mansfield.
I'm just wondering my lavender. Sorry, guys.
Leah's watering lavender, which is a noble hipster thing to do.
So, you know me, that's Ashley Johnson.
Hello.
He's kind of a nice guy, I guess.
No one's ever said that. No one's ever told me that
That's
before.
why I gave you a real lukewarm version of it. Yeah,
I guess.
I guess. And, you know, William and Leah's back there somewhere.
I'm kind of mad we had you on after I got rid of the beard.
Yeah, it could have been.
We could have teamed up on Andrew.
Well, I would have been like the drummer from ZZ Top.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, did he shave this?
No, the drummer's the one who never had the beard.
What a fucking
But
bitch.
ironic,
What a bitch.
No, but ironically, his name is Frank Beard.
Even still.
Yeah.
I think that exempts you.
I mean, I feel like you're rolling with the ZZ Top guys. You need to have.
Well,
Yeah.
it turns out they were wearing face toupees. Lying sexist shit.
What? Really?
What? No, they weren't.
No.
They had fake beards.
No, we need a Google on this. Leah, can you Google if ZZ Top's beards were real or not?
Yeah.
Wait, here's the tablet.
Like-
I gotta set up the clock.
Oh, yeah. We're going to set up the clock and then get started. Binge drinking, clinically alcoholically binge drinking.
So introduce Ashley. Say some stuff about him. William.
Here's Ashley Johnson. He's 6'5". Right? Is that right? I'm right.
4, around there.
6'4".
And you're what, 6'4" as well?
I'm 6'5". I thought we were the same height.
Christ.
We're around the same. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm 5'8".
I had I gained an inch because I had back surgery last year.
Oh,
I came out of surgery an inch taller because they put a spacer where my crushed disc was.
lucky boy.
Yeah.
So
We go on the minute.
every minute.
Every minute on the minute.
So why is it a minute and 40?
No, it's an hour.
Oh,
40.
people are already
It's 100 minutes.
commenting. Thank God. Let's see what they
Oh,
said.
it's fucking big.
Fuck Ashley, you ZZ flop.
Victor, that's the best roast joke you're going to come up with. The thunder's coming down on you.
Oh, are
really.
you guys roasting?
Yeah,
Oh,
really
fucking
hard.
A.
Oh, we start this?
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to
so-
start as soon as we take this first shot.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, drink.
Yeah, I'm roasting Victor's diabetic ass. He's deep fried pretty much everything in his life, so we're going to see how that works.
That's fun. I never did that before. That's fucking fun to do, man.
Yeah, Andrew had a good one. This
Bear fight. That's what somebody said.
Danny Williams.
Danny Williams.
Danny, what's up with the bear fight? This where me and Will fight over our twink friend.
Yeah.
Andrew.
I like the software, but I wish I could do it to where I could remotely control it. Because I
I'm
just
pretty
keep
sure you
reaching
can.
towards the camera
I think
every
you
time I
can.
want to do that.
Well, yeah, I think you can set up. I don't know.
Well, this is a beta. This is they've allowed us to use it
Oh.
to kind of test run.
Are you in touch with the Silicon Valley crowd? That's going on?
No, I know someone who is.
I found out about the beards.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Beards are
2,
real.
1, drink.
Beards are real, and they were once offered $1 million to shave them off, and they could.
Yeah, Gillette.
You
Yeah.
fucking fascist. Don't you know your ZZ Top
It's
history?
It's
spread.
real.
Just spreading bullshit.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's a fact.
Okay, you can't say
I'm
pretty sure and then fact
Yeah.
in the same thing.
That's like an Alex
Like,
Jones move.
Yeah.
I'm drunk a lot of my life.
Like,
And I know that I've heard that, and I remember thinking that it came from a credible source. But I drink a lot.
a lot of that ends up with you being wrong, man. You're just like, you trumped that right there. I'm drunk a lot, and I kind of remember maybe hearing it from a possibly credible source.
Yeah.
No, that's not how you present facts. Okay?
How do I present alternative facts?
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's exactly how an alternative
Now we
fact is
figured it out.
presented.
I'm pretty. Yeah, the words "pretty sure" have to be included.
So, as our viewers know, we run a pretty tight fucking ship.
Yeah.
Which is why me and Andrew
You know each
don't
other's
have,
names even.
we don't even have shot glasses, but we've marked off an ounce.
Yeah.
In our pint glasses
Yeah,
Because someone broke all the glass shot
He
glasses.
managed to
Who was it that broke?
right before our very first podcast. He somehow managed to break all the shot glasses at the same time.
Right. I dropped both of them because I only
feel
had
like
two.
you were just rapid fire, like upset and throwing them against the wall. Just
No.
like I hate it.
I put them in the cabinet in the kitchen above the sink, and I pulled them out and dropped them. And then we went and bought a pack of shot glasses, which we have throughout the run of the show either broken, destroyed, or lost. And now here we are. No shot glasses.
5, 4, 3, 2.
But I like this. I wish we had done this when I had the ex-girlfriend on, so I could have cheated less noticeably.
Oh, sure. You wish you had done that.
Yeah, no, we didn't even do the full 100 when she was on.
We ran out of beer.
Yeah, we just did the 40s.
She brought a friend who drank a lot of our beer off screen.
Yeah.
What a dick! What'd you drink?
And we kind of gave her permission to. But I'm not going to dime people out. People
Not
who
gonna
watch
dime
know.
people out.
People who watch know what happened.
I heard that was an interesting episode for you.
It was fun. Basically, I volunteered to get yelled at.
Yeah.
But I think I allowed her to vent. I think we've been better since. We run into each other still, so it's been more amicable.
Who yelled at you more, like a drill sergeant or during that?
Oh, definitely a drill sergeant. They got 3 months
True.
to yell at me.
3, 2. So you were a Marine,
Mm-hmm.
and then how long were you in for?
4 years. I did 4 no more.
Smart man.
Yeah. I kind of wish I stayed in, but I let a woman talk me on getting out, and then I got a criminal record, so they won't take me back.
Mm.
So yeah.
So what do you feel about like all the shit that's going on with us probably going into World War III?
I think a lot of it's overhyped.
You think so?
I'm not concerned because I've been on a battlefield with Marines, and if we fight a uniformed army, it's not going to be this fucking mess that we got into in Iraq and Afghanistan. The problem with them is we're fighting an insurgency. If we've got a fucking communist army in uniform, we're going to blow their heads in, and they're not going to know what the fuck
But it
happened.
doesn't worry you that, wait, 3, 2.
I'm glad you're here.
It doesn't worry you that, like China has over 1 billion more people than we do. And they're communist and very strict, so they can, like, conscript anybody they want. They
Right.
can go like, boom, you were in the
Right.
military.
But I don't know if the war. I mean, I can see North Korea, but I don't know if the war would be with China because the economies of the two countries are so interdependent on each other.
Exactly. So China is going to try to keep potential refugees in North Korea. That's the only stake they have in it. Because they're friendly. They're both communist. But China would be economically
There's so much trade
destroyed.
between the States and China right now. Like, it would
I
destroy
don't think
their
China
economy.
would be as economically destroyed as that. I feel like that's more of a correct statement 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You think they've been slowly
But
kind of
they've
getting off?
they've got a lot more.
What I would be nervous
2,
about,
1.
if you see China slowly kind of pulling away from U.S. trade deals and starting to trade more and more with Russia, then I'd start to be worried.
They are trading a lot with Russia. They're also doing a lot in Africa. They're doing a lot in South America. They're more of a global trading power.
Right.
Like,
No, that's
oh,
right. But
we're still their big customer.
But that's
they're
the thing.
doing a lot.
Russia's the only major economy in the world that has almost zero economic ties to the U.S. as far as like regular trading back. I mean, I know that there's investments, guys like Trump and shit, but as far as like regular like manufacturing deals and that kind of shit, there's very little between the States and
But
Russia.
here's the deal. China's not doing well in South America right now because Venezuela is having a huge revolt.
Oh yeah,
The communist government in Venezuela is losing power,
Yeah, after
and-
Chavez died.
and those guys are ballsy. If you want to talk about a ballsy fucking revolution, I watched a 5-minute video. the
oh
other
yeah.
day.
Venezuela's crazy.
Dude, the Venezuelans are just throwing rocks at guys who are actively shooting them in the face.
Yeah.
But the Hugo Chavez stuff?
Well, they're against the...
Hugo's dead. Yeah.
No, but I mean like his revolution or what's going on now?
What's going on
What's going on
now?
right now? Yeah, right now it's a fucking madhouse. There.
Jesus. Yeah, didn't they just like shoot a bunch of the judges there or something like that?
They've done a lot.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not okay. So I'm not fully versed in what's going on because I'm trying to learn Spanish. So all my Venezuelan.
So you're watching these videos with no subtitles? Is what you're doing?
No, I'm watching it in Spanish, trying to learn.
That's the most hardcore Rosetta Stone I've ever heard of in my entire fucking life.
An hour of news a day in Spanish. No, I do that Duolingo app, and then I watch a news program, and fucking I think it's Telemundo. No, yeah, Telemundo Noticiero. I don't know how to pronounce all these words yet, but yeah, dude, they're broad. They'll hit American politics, then they'll hit South American politics, then they'll talk about Mexico for half an hour, and then they'll make fun of Trump.
Yeah, William's got him over there.
Start bearing people, Will. Then I don't know. The news has just gotten so shit lately.
Well, life has gotten kind of shit lately.
Well, no, I mean the quality of news.
Oh yeah,
is just.
I liked your idea the other day, Biden with Obama as his vice president.
I technically don't know if that's legal. Somebody brought up some bullshit thing.
Like if you're term limited as president, you're also term limited as vice president.
Yeah, you can't go to a lesser job.
that's not true.
Is it?
We had a president a sitting president who later served another 20 years in Senate.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe,
but it's a different branch of government. It's like
you can't.
Taft was also a Supreme Court justice after he was president too. But
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But you can't go backwards
in the same branch
because that's still the executive branch.
Oh, okay. Let me see who that was because I'm interested to see. I know.
I didn't know a president was ever a senator. I knew, like I said, I know Taft was on the Supreme Court. I think he was like Chief Justice.
I'm just going to Google president then senator and see if it pops anything up. It ought to.
Well,
yeah, but you're going to get
always listening to.
It is, man.
Lyndon B. Johnson. Is that it?
No, but Johnson. But that
was before.
Yeah.
Only former president in the Senate, Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson.
No, that's.
When was he even president?
He was the one right after Lincoln, the one when Lincoln got assassinated.
You are studying for your citizenship.
Yeah.
I was a poli-sci.
John Tyler.
A lot of this kind of crap.
John Tyler is the only former president pro tempore to become president.
Yeah, well, that's president pro tempore just means the oldest guy in the Senate.
Which at one point was Strom Thurmond, and he was super rich.
And it's like fourth in line in succession too. And the only qualification is to be the oldest guy in the Senate. It's like the next thing after the Speaker of the House. No, in the presidential line of succession.
Get this.
So is that how we'll have to get Bernie Sanders in?
Well, it would be Orrin Hatch.
No, you just haven't grabbed one.
No, I handed one to you, and Andrew didn't ask for one, and then I put my open one there, and you robbed it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. No, wait. I don't know if I did.
No. I just had one.
Take it, I'll open another. But anyways, another interesting fact about John Tyler is he didn't have his first kid until he was 63. His son didn't have his first kid until he was almost 70. So John Tyler, who was like our fucking 9th or 10th president,
that's pull-out game.
Has a grandkid alive today?
He has grandchildren who are alive today.
Wow.
His grandkids are still living.
How strong is his pull-out game to go? Because this is like
how is he even getting it up? There was no Viagra back then. How's this?
Oh no,
Tyler has a strong.
If you're horny enough,
even at 70,
yeah.
Well, you got to think. No, a woman of that age isn't going to have kids.
ED,
that's postmenopausal.
But those chicks weren't blowing people back then.
Yeah, ED generally just means you don't want to fuck that person.
Yeah.
Your brain's got. That's when people say that. Like,
I guess
you don't date people of different races than you, then you're a racist. And it's like, no, that just means my dick doesn't work for them. Like, your dick is a great thing to be like, hey, I don't want to stand up, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you're like, well, okay.
Yeah. Who is it? Somebody, anyways, but no, you can't control what you're attracted. And I guess if she was still having babies, then she was obviously significantly younger.
And this is a long time ago. This was like a girl under 30 for sure.
They're fucking 15.
Probably. That's smart. Do you know that age of consent in Delaware until like?
Dude, in Canada until 10 years ago, it was 14.
Dude, in Delaware until like up to about 100 years ago or so, it was 7.
Oh, that's fucked up,
right? 7.
Well, yeah, but they were only living to be 30.
Nope.
Nah, at any time in the world, seven is still fucking a 7-year-old
Dude,
kid.
even, like I say, until 10 years ago in Canada, it was 14. Like across the board, you could be 14 and sleep with a 60-year-old, and that was perfectly legal in Canada.
In Thailand, it's currently 12.
Jesus. And then they up.
That's why they have so much tourism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Like anytime someone's about to get convicted, they fly off to fucking what Micronesia, that whole fucking island bit.
Gary Glitter.
Well, they do that for just like sex tourism and stuff too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like anytime a guy's just like, yeah, I've been in Thailand a bunch. I'm like, you like to fuck kids, don't you? Like,
well, Pattaya, Thailand is the #1 sex tourism destination in the world.
they have good lady
sure.
boys too, though. I think that's why.
Oh yeah. Well, they blend in there.
Yeah,
It's Gary Glitter, man. That's what he got busted for. Banging Vietnamese kids.
Gross. So gross, dude. Like, I honestly wouldn't even want a fucking 18-year-old at this point.
I would.
I mean, maybe if it was like a super slutty 18-year-old, it's like maybe you know what you're doing, but
Maybe it's because the legal age in Canada is lower. Like 19 doesn't sound, because 19 is when you can start drinking there. So.
19 sounds old to me. Goddamn sicko Canadians. 19 sounds like she's getting gray or something. You sure you still have kids?
Well, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, I mean, I've dated people who were over, like, up to 10 years older than me. And, like, if I went the other way, that's illegal.
Yeah. I always think, too, like, even, like, now, if I went 10 years the other way, I'm fine. It's 22. But then I always think of, like, how old were you when I was an age? And it freaks me out.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, when I was 17, you were 7. Ugh. You know? Like, what do you have in common with that person? It's that much
Well, it
younger.
works out. I mean, sometimes...
No, you're right. My ex-wife was 8 years younger than me, and that was a bad idea.
Like, all the time you're like, you remember this when you were a kid? No.
Well, that's the only thing is, like, yeah, sometimes I don't get the references some women have made, but other than that...
Some women you've made?
Oh, no, that they've made.
Oh.
Their
references.
Oh, okay.
The women, weird.
I thought you were using maid as like a weird slang for having sex with.
No,
Like some women have made. I'm like,
no, I was thinking weird science, like with the computer and Kelly LeBrock.
oh, dude. What a great
Like I say, I may not get that reference,
You know what's great?
but...
We're probably 25 years away from real science being real.
We're pretty close, man.
From like weird science being real.
Oh, dude, I got on...
They got those weird blowjob machine things now, man. We're getting
Dude, we're
there.
just going to use stem cells and grow chicks.
What are we taking? Shop Feather. What is this?
I don't know who that is.
You said something.
Feather Caddington.
Oh,
That's a great name.
Yeah.
that is a friend of mine, Vase. We're taking shots of Rolling Rock.
Oh, we don't
Miss
show the beer
Caddington.
because we're hoping one day that a brewery will sponsor this show.
No, that's why we shouldn't show
Yeah,
the beer.
check
So
this
that
out.
they're like, this could be you.
We're drinking Rolling Rock, and it currently tastes like piss, and we're hoping for a better beer to maybe sponsor these guys.
There you go.
And you can get this kind of hour and 40-minute product placement and a good reaction of what happens when you overdrink your beer. So any beer makers out there, send them a call.
Get in there.
Right now, Rolling Rock. Tastes like piss.
Oh, and Deborah was asking, saying, nice shirt. Yeah, I'm supposed to, this is my buddy's, this Scumbag the movie is a buddy of mine. He made this movie. It's a really great movie. It's about this office we used to work in back in Toronto. And this fucked up telemarketing place. And it's just full of degenerates. And he made a movie about it like 20 years later. And it's fucking
Was
fucked
it a
up and
good
crazy.
movie?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Do we still have enough light?
Just a bunch of doing like lots of drugs and having lots of weird fucked up sex in this crazy telemarketing office.
I think we still have enough light.
So it's like a porn version of Glengarry Glen Ross.
Well, I wouldn't go so much as to say porn. It's more like Glengarry Glen Ross meets like Fear and Loathing kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah. With some musical numbers. It's good. It's really good.
Our dear viewers, I'm going to step outside for a cigarette. I'll be through the screen, so you can still talk to me. However, the Liam Mansfield will probably sub in.
All right.
Are y'all cool with that?
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
going to be taking shots, though.
You see the addictive bully that nicotine is to a person?
Oh my god, it's so fucking bad.
Nicotine was like, hey, bitch, you should go outside.
You know what the thing is the thing with nicotine is like I mean I've quit every I've quit cocaine, I've quit heroin. I was never really hooked on crack, but I smoked a fair bit of it when I was younger.
All right.
Meth, whatever. Like I just did a lot of drugs.
Canada sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. But I've never had a problem kicking anything. I mean, it's not always easy, but drink, William. But cigarettes, I can't even come close. I've been smoking for 24 years now, and I cannot come fucking close to
Yeah.
quitting. Like not
How long
even.
have I been smoking? I'm 32. Started really smoking around 17 years.
Oh, you started late, eh?
Started really smoking around like 15. Like buying a pack of cigarettes for myself.
It's such a because you start smoking. Like I started smoking when I was 13 because you're an idiot when you're young.
That's probably about when I first started.
Like,
but I'm talking like
pack a day.
like addicted, like a half a pack to a pack a day was probably like 15.
But the thing is, it's like because you start smoking because you think there's no other reason than you start smoking because you think it looks cool when you're young. Like that's why you start doing it. And it's just such a dumb age to like be chained to this thing that you thought looked cool when you were that young. Like
Well, no. Wait. Let's be 100% honest. Smoking looks pretty.
No, it does.
fucking
No,
cool.
it does.
Like,
But what I'm saying though is like
don't try and placate to be like, you look dumb or stupid smoking. No, you look fucking
no,
badass.
it's true. You do look badass.
It is dumb and stupid, but you look
You still look
badass
cool.
doing it.
But what I mean is like I was 13 in 1993 when I started smoking. So like to still be doing a thing that I only started because I thought it was cool in the early 90s is like if I was like had to wear like a pair of overalls with the one thing undone and like had to do that for the rest of my life because
Pretty hot look though.
yeah.
Hey, Andrew, you know what I was doing in the early 90s? Nursing.
Like on boobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, you know what?
That you're the youngest RN in history.
Yeah, like, you don't have to rub your youth into us, okay? You're technically a millennial, so eat that dick.
Well,
How about that?
you're as much older than him as I am of you.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're up there in the years.
Yeah. You look older though.
Oh, well, that's because I'm bigger than you, and you're still built like a 14-year-old child
Yeah.
whose parents let him get tattoos. Like,
Years of cocaine kept me thin.
your genetics kept you short.
Yeah, that's well,
Yeah.
genetics and probably a lot of the shit I did when I was a teenager didn't help.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that crack cocaine stunts your growth.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
But you were in a punk band, so
Yes.
I mean, punk's not really for big people.
There are a few.
I haven't seen any giant people in punk bands.
The singer from Sloppy Seconds was a big fucking dude.
Really?
Oh, look at the Misfits, man. Jerry Only's fucking gigantic. And Doyle, too. Those are big guys.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more of a metal thing.
Yeah, metal's some pretty big
Yeah.
guys.
Being big.
Well, we're telling there's not many big people in punk.
There's a few. But yeah, you're right. It's more of a metal thing.
Well, I think you've got to be one of the smallest guys in your suburbs to get punky.
Kind of. I mean,
Reservists drink better than active duty. I'm putting that one up on the thing.
what?
Oh, no, yeah, right there.
Reservist? You're a reservist, though.
Yeah, you only drink on the one
Yeah,
weekend
you're
a month.
1 weekend a month, 2 weeks out of the year.
I do this shit every day, all day, every day. We used to. There's an order in the military that
You want to go for the next smoke or?
No.
there's an order in the military. Once you make NCO, you can have a 6-pack with lunch on duty. And so we had a gunny.
You can have a whole six-pack to yourself on lunch?
I think it's maybe 2 beers with wine.
I was going to say, that's a lot of beer to drink
Like
on
a
lunch and then to
six-pack
go.
To be
Yeah.
also handling weapons right after.
Like, get an hour lunch, you drink a six-pack and go shoot.
Right, but that's a Marine order.
The beer.
The Navy, more than 6 beers a week is considered an alcoholic.
More than 6 beers a week?
Yeah.
That's why people consider people in the Navy pussies. Right? Like, Marines are like, oh, you're in the Navy, you're a pussy unless you're a SEAL, basically. And that's why.
Well, they also wear those fucking uniforms.
I got a
With
chip
the little
too.
hat and
Yeah, the
Yeah.
super gay hat
Yeah.
and the, like, bell
with
bottoms.
the little ascot. Yeah.
They still have to wear bell bottoms?
They're pretty much bell bottoms.
You know why they're bell bottoms, though, right?
Why?
Because sailors and shit used to wear bell bottoms because they're easier to roll the legs up to get to, like, the knee if you're working and there's, like, water on the deck and you're trying to get off.
Oh,
But it's
but
just like airy.
you're not in dress whites, except when you
But-
exit and enter a port.
But they used, like, this was, like, tradition. So is that,
Right.
like, oh, shit. It was tradition that,
I guess that makes
that's,
sense.
like, what sailors would wear. So it makes it for their traditional.
It would make sense that sailors would roll up their pants.
Jesus, we only got 77 more shots.
Yeah, man, we're burning through it. It goes every minute, so it goes pretty quick.
Thanks. I needed some. Thanks for spending the class of time.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
God forbid their pants get right.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, it ain't often their dicks get wet. They're under sea for a long time.
That is true, but then when their dicks do get wet, they put it just like... That's basically like a person... What?
They're offended with our shot size.
Oh, it's a 1 ounce shot.
We're not trying to compensate.
Yeah. I got a defined dick. I don't need to, like... And also, we're taking 100 of them.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's...
We should start getting people to play along at home while we're
We
doing
should,
this.
see how they fucking hang.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's just have them finish out. Let's have them just do a power hour. We'll announce when there's 60 shots left.
We've been doing this
You
for
just do a power hour.
We do this like 12 weeks in a row. Like 12 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 60 shots of beer is a 40 and a half.
Yeah. Have you ever played Edward Scissorhands?
Oh, where you just
Edward
take 2
40
40s to your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's a great one.
It sucks when you really got to, like, I feel like Edward 40 Hands was designed so that dudes could get chicks to see their dicks, but without in like a rapey way.
Like pull up.
Because you're like, I really got to piss. You mind like helping me out here? I can't do anything with this 40 stretch my hands.
I think that was just the side benefit.
It's just an unforeseen benefit.
Guys aren't that smart. I don't think we're that smart. As
It's true.
the male race, that was an accidental side point.
Yeah, I think because like somebody's played it in a room full of dudes and be like, oh man.
Well, in the military.
Yeah. Here's a question.
You know how many times I was going to say the guy's name. I don't want to say his name anymore because I just thought I think he's a cop now. He's married with a couple kids. There's a number of times he's unzipped my pants so I could fucking piss one way at him.
Here's a question for you. Why are so many military people also like very Republican and then like very ready for war? Because I feel like if I was in the military, I would want to go with like the most pacifist president because then I got an easy, sweet fucking job. I just like
But if you're
the opposite when you're an enlisted service member. The rules are much more lax when you're training to kill somebody. When you're going over there and your lives are on the line, you're not going to get petty over stupid shit. If someone shows up in a wrinkled uniform, you don't give a fuck if they can shoot someone at 1,000 goddamn yards.
So you're saying,
But
yeah. So you're saying it's like an easier time in the military when you're at wartime? Because I mean,
yeah,
I'd still rather have somebody yell at me for wrinkling a uniform than like shoot me for being an American. You know,
it's scary. So here's how it was for me. I can't speak for everyone. Here's how it was for me. There was a war going on. My grandparents fought. I wanted to fight. Just to kind of have that kind of Hemingway romantic experience of going abroad and seeing different cultures and killing them. And it was kind of that attitude. And I had a moment in my... just taking that.
Dude, that's how much I drink. I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're going 801 shots today. So.
But yeah, I wasn't... I had a moment where I was lying in bed before I went to Afghanistan, and I cried myself to sleep because I knew that was it.
Okay.
I didn't expect to come back. I'd squared away my will, my belongings, everything was taken care of.
Yeah.
I was going overseas, ready to die.
Mhm.
And that night I cried myself to sleep, just assuming it was going to happen.
Yeah.
We did 100 days of combat,
Okay.
which is on par with like World War II vets.
Yeah, that's a long flight. That's a lot. That's on par with a lot of like old school wars.
Well, for
like
third,
the whole war would be like close to 100 days.
For third platoon, it was 92 days consecutive, and I was part of a QRF, which is a quick reaction force. So luckily for me, I was there after it started. So they'd get shot at, and everything would happen, and I'd show up. And so for me, I can sleep at night because I never shot first. I shot people who tried to kill me.
Well,
but
I mean,
that adrenaline rush and that situation where the rules are kind of handed over to us, like, hey, we're going to trust you to make the right fucking decision. You do what you need to do to come home, but we're going to hold you accountable. You know, you may come home, but you may come home to Leavenworth. But, you know, it's in your hands. So we went through all that, and it was empowering. It felt good. And when I got home and we started pulling troops out of Afghanistan and Iraq, the rules back here just got petty, it felt like, because they were more concerned about how we appeared to the general public than how we performed in the battlefield.
Well, I mean, like, that's because the war that they're promoting is not really a justifiable war at this point.
I feel like Afghanistan was, Iraq was shady. But
Iraq was extremely shady.
Afghanistan
was also extremely shady. I mean, like, I get, like, the whole thing with that is kind of weird to me because it's like we're the ones who armed Al-Qaeda, which was like Mujahideen.
Yeah, we were fighting the Soviets.
Who became Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, part
They're
of
the
the
same
Mujahideen became Al-Qaeda.
Bin Laden was Mujahideen.
I worked with Mujahideen in Afghanistan who were fighting with us. The thing is, part of them left. Bin Laden he got a bunch of the Mujahideen to be offended that we would even get involved with their country, and the point that there were infidels within the caliphate became offensive to them, and that's what they started fighting against. But I think that's a big point during the war. They're so offended that infidels would be present inside what they feel is their caliphate of the Muslim religion, like their holy territory, that they're going to focus on that and take their eye off of attacking us overseas. And I think that kept the number of terror attacks throughout the time of the war down.
I feel like the number of terror attacks in America is kept down based on the fact that there's a Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. Based on the fact that we're friendly with Canada and Mexico, and they hold most of our similar beliefs, so they're kind of working with us.
That's presumptuous.
Like, I mean, the attacks you're seeing now are coming from Americans because of like YouTube and shit like that, where they.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing with ISIS is because it's not like these cells and organized thing. It's just guys who go online and then just decide to do these weird lone wolf things and then say it's for like the Orlando guy.
Yeah, which is like when you go and it's such a weird. It's a good. This is one of the reasons I think 9/11 was an inside job. Like,
here we go.
Now we're getting real.
Here we go.
Because it's such a like for the military-industrial complex to profit so greatly and to be able to expand and continue in perpetual war. You can't go to war with a country, you know, because you can beat a country. You can beat any country in the world on a time scale. So what you have to do is go to war with an idea. And you go to war with, like, the idea of Islamic terrorism. And now you're in perpetual war because it just keeps going. So like, it feeds itself.
You don't think it was just like, you know, like providential? Like, they were just like, hey, now we have this opportunity based on this thing to do this?
No, I mean, for a bunch of other reasons, I still think it was an inside job. But, like, it's too...
Is it like a controlled demolition argument?
There's like Tower 7, the fact that it just all of a sudden falls down. Like, nothing hit. Like, because look, 4 planes go down, or 4 planes get hijacked on 9/11. 4 targets go down, but 1 plane that got hijacked was taken back under control and crashed in Pennsylvania in a field. But 4 targets still went down. The amount of targets and the amount of planes still add up that go down because Tower 7 just happened to fall down.
Wasn't 1993 supposed to hit like the White House? Wasn't that the thing?
Who knows what the fuck was supposed to
hit? What's the proximity of Tower 7 to the Twin Towers?
Yeah. No other building fell down?
Other buildings may have been better built. If the World Trade Center towers had been built with steel beams, like people say jet fuel can't melt steel beams, it wasn't built with steel beams. It was built
I'm not saying
with
that.
trusts.
So, okay,
Instead of steel beams.
So New York, you got the towers. There's all these buildings around.
Right.
None of those other buildings fall, but Tower 7, the one that has the military budget, while the Defense Department's on trial for losing a few $1 trillion.
It happens.
So they're on trial
around
for
a little bit.
Yeah, so they're on trial for losing a few $1 trillion. And the building that's got all the paperwork in it, that's the one that just happens to fall down because it was near the trade centers. Well, no other building.
Isn't it possible just parts of a jet flew off and weakened it?
No, it's not. That shit's on film. No.
All right.
You can't take on a building with a wing.
Well, actually, you can't. The Twin Towers,
Not Tower
were
7.
designed, but
It was the jet
Twin
fuel,
Towers,
right?
They were designed to take a smaller hit.
They were taking a
a
hit
smaller
with an
plane.
empty gas tank.
No, they
That's
were
the
designed.
difference.
They were designed with not the gas tank. They were having a beer.
Yeah.
They were designed to take a hit from the biggest jet at the time they were built. So
Well,
I think it was
the
like a
biggest-
727 and then a 757
Right.
is what hit.
But the guy who designed the building stated that he assumed the only time a plane would hit the building was if it was coming in to land. They didn't have a full payload and was looking for the airport. So essentially, what the reason it went down was because of the heat from the exhaust, the fire from the full.
It melted the support.
So what about the NORAD? What about the NORAD tests that are going on where fighter pilots were on the fucking thing as they're describing what's happening, being like, "Is this part of the training exercise, or should we be going to do this right now?"
They thought it was Russians, and the reason is.
But no, I mean they thought
William, can you pass me
they
some?
were already doing tests, or training exercises,
Right.
away from the Twin Towers that scrambled their jets enough to not be able to intercept when they saw what was going to happen.
It was confusion. There's direct quotes from the radio transmissions from the pilots where one of them says the Russians got us because we're still training. When I shot at a target, when they told me to if they sent me down to the motor pool to get a truck and pick up targets for us, they say go get some Ivan targets. That's what we call the silhouette targets. We still call them Ivans.
Well,
We're
that's
still
just
training
from the Cold War.
Right, we're still training with all of that conventional warfare attitude. So we still call our silhouette targets Ivan.
It's like that submarine movie,
And
Crazy Ivan.
we still operate like it's one of those things. The Marine Corps isn't adjusted
Well, I just still feel like
to do coin operations. Coin is counterinsurgency.
But I just feel like with
No.
something like 9/11, there's too many coincidences that line up all the same to make it not look like an inside. Like, if you believe it was not an inside job, then there's just you're also cool with 20 coincidences happening. Like, what a quinky-dink! What a quinky-dink! What a
That's
quink!
anything, though. You can dissect anything after the fact.
Well, something like that.
It was
that's
definitely
like-
advantageous to the neoconservative agenda at the time that existed. Like, they really were able to
Right.
run with plans.
Right.
They
But
obviously
if that was the thing,
had...
if that was the thing, I would feel like
the Patriot Act
when I was
came
in-
out like that.
when I
The
was in
Patriot Act's like the next day. It was like, this happened, so this accident.
No, it was like Cheney
It was
and
already
Wolfowitz.
written.
After that,
Either
you
it
don't
wasn't
think
either
they're
way.
gonna
It was like a
work on
Cheney Wolfowitz wet dream. Like, that
No,
happening
no.
opened up so much potential for the thing.
Oh yeah, it was
they
great.
wanted.
Patriot
It was
Act-
great for Halliburton.
The Patriot Act, who Cheney happened to be the VP of, and still owned a shitload of stock in.
Well, I'm super anti-Patriot Act.
And
No,
but yeah, the
Halliburton.
Patriot Act, if you think that was
Blackwater.
written in the amount of time between 9/11 and the time the Patriot Act was enlisted, then you're fucking
No, the
stupid.
thing was like 700 pages, man. It was fucking
Yeah.
gigantic.
I mean,
No, you couldn't write a fictional book that fast.
Who's
You
the
could,
one
but
guy
it's not a single author. I mean,
No,
that's
but there
what
was
you
one
remember.
main guy.
There's
Do you
committees.
remember the guy? No, the Mike Yo or whatever his name was.
Yeah, you get a nerd to edit it, and he gets most of the credit.
But yeah, that's
But then
shit.
everyone throws in their fucking ideas,
No,
which
the
is why it got so
Patriot
carried.
Act-
In my opinion,
If you
is why it got
think
so
the
carried away.
Patriot Act was started, find out when the Patriot Act was instilled. When was the Patriot Act put into place?
I don't fucking know.
As in date, because I want to know how
Yeah, I'm
far
gonna look that
after
up. I'm
9/11
gonna
it
look it up.
was.
I'm gonna look it up.
And I want to say it was within a week.
No,
No, it wasn't that quick.
No, it wasn't.
It was
I want to
fucking
say
quick.
it was.
Drink.
I mean, it took us 2 years to get Iraq.
Patriot.
Yeah, it took us 2 years to lie about WMDs to fucking get our way into killing innocent people. And Saddam was the one person you shouldn't have fucking taken out of there.
Yeah, we fucked our own puppet. But here's the thing about Iraq. This is the bit I'm trying to write, like as a comedian, because I'm like,
Patriot Act. You're right. No, it wasn't a week. It was a month. October 26th.
1 month. You think they wrote the Patriot Act in 1 month?
how many people work on it?
Dick.
How many names are on it? Let's find out.
There's no way.
If there's more than 5, I'm willing to admit they could do it.
But like,
No, you're right. Look, there's like fucking 10 titles in it. Like, it's a fucking big ass thing.
that's like, that's thousands of pages. That's like 1,000 pages of we're fucking people over. They found a way to take people's fucking.
And that's not even talking about like the
Yeah.
FISA court stuff and the NSA fucking wiretapping shit, PRISM and all that shit. That's all. Department.
Drink full.
Also, how quickly did they set up the Department of Homeland Security after that? That was a whole entire cabinet level.
I got a
agency.
penalty shot.
Yeah, if we miss one, you got to do a penalty shot.
Yeah, if you miss it by more than 5 seconds, we'll give you a 5-second grace period.
Oh, okay.
That was 10, so penalty.
But yeah, there's no fucking way, man.
That's
like,
a good. That's actually that's like of everything else, like whatever. But that's actually a good point. It's
Well,
like, that shit came out
in a month,
Yeah.
but they stripped away a lot of your rights to privacy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't say that shit was an inside job. And we, as a government, have bombed the World Trade Center before. We fucking the
93,
FBI in 93 set up bombs. It's on tape that that's what they did. It was a false
Timothy
flag.
McVeigh?
No, the World
that's
Trade
Oklahoma.
Center, the basement.
Yeah, there was in the parking garage.
Well, I was...
And check this out.
I
It's
was,
on tape.
I was 2.5 years old at
It's
the time.
on
I don't
tape.
know shit
How about
it.
this? The FBI was coercing the dude to do it.
Oh, did we... Fuck me.
The FBI is
Another
coercing the dude to
Another
do
penalty
it.
shot, William.
Okay? The guy thought that they were FBI and that they were fucking, like, trying to set him up.
Mm-hmm.
So the dude that they were setting up wore a wire himself for his own personal safety. He wired himself. And he's on tape telling the FBI, yeah, I can just make it like a fake bomb where it's just really loud but nobody gets hurt. And the FBI telling him, no, this is a real bomb. You need to hurt real people. We need to use this. That really
I don't know
fucking
anything
happened.
about that, yeah. Well, I'm not...
So to say that
our
our government's above bombing the World Trade Center, it's a pretty uneducated thing to say.
Time out. If y'all want to play along at home,
We're in the power
we don't have
hour.
enough
the
time
power
to
hour
do the
now.
power hour. We got 60 shots left. So drink up with us.
So if I go smoke a cigarette, do I just take my beer out with me?
Yeah, take it with you.
Yeah,
and we'll yell drink. We'll yell drink. Hey, Leah, can you sub in?
Yeah.
All right. We're talking about the World Trade
You
Center
want to talk
stuff.
you
Shit's
want to talk
getting
about
real.
military stuff. You know what Leah did?
Where was the World Trade Center
Leah-
located? I can't remember.
No. Ashley,
I forgot. What happened to
What
that
was it
thing?
that I was supposed to remember?
Leah was in the Air Force. She worked in the missile silo. She was one of those missile silo
Yeah, but
like
she was
war
an
games.
officer.
fucking-
You know who else was in the Air Force during Vietnam? Bob Ross, the happy painter.
Bob Ross.
And I always
know that.
feel like that's
I
how
knew
he
that.
dealt with his PTSD from firebombing those villages.
Bob Ross said when he retired from the Air Force, he never want to yell again. That's why he has that.
No, Leah worked in the missile silos with the giant
I
floppy
feel like
disks.
Bob Ross paints all those empty fucking fields to be like, this is what they look like when I bombed them. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. I just burned down an empty field.
I got another penalty, so I get to drink.
All right, so we'll take. I'll take one more shot before I smoke a cigarette.
Alright, let's just go. I brought a dog and weed with me.
This
I
puppy
usually
hates me.
do-
This is the dog that hates
No,
me.
she hates everybody.
The
in
other
the
dog-
Everyone at first.
She
The
likes
other
me
dog's
now.
totally
She sleeps on top of me now. She hated me for like a while too. This one loves everybody though.
Yeah, this
That'd
one's
be
it.
nice. She just scared everybody. She just said everything in the world is
Yeah,
so
Leah worked in
good.
the missile silos like fucking Michael Madsen in War Games.
Oh, yeah. Not nearly as exciting. People always want to know, first of all, we did not carry guns because back in the 90s...
Because you could hold it to someone's head and say, shoot a nuclear missile?
No, because back in the 90s, one of the missileers shot himself in the foot on accident.
Drink, William!
Right, I'm I'm out of cigarette. This is enough for.
Yeah, missileers are some of the most inept military members.
Yeah, well, we talked about that, didn't we? Like, a bunch of them, like, failed a bunch of tests, and it turned out they were totally incompetent. And they were, like, cheating off of each other.
Oh, yeah, the cheating ring has been going on since I was in the service.
Like, that's not what you want the people in control of, like, the Minuteman missiles to be, like, cheating off each other's tests.
Oh, well, here's the problem with that, is the colonels would tell you that you had to score 100%. And even though 90% was passing, if you got 90% on the test, you got brought in front of the commander and asked why you were such a failure.
So everybody just cheated to make sure that they wouldn't...
There was just a way to keep... It's not that they didn't know what was going on, it's that they wanted to keep their commanders off their backs. So they turned to cheating because getting 100%... Now, my final score...
Drink, guys. Drink.
Oh, I guess I'll stop. My test average after 48 months was 99.1, and I never failed a test. And I never cheated except to help my deputy make sure that my deputy passed.
You let them cheat, but you never cheated off of it.
Oh, no. I took pride in the fact that I was smart enough to not cheat.
You wanted to know that you could fucking murder 70 million people all by yourself.
I knew exactly what scenarios I was going to kill 70 million people and which ones I wasn't.
Yes. You wanted to know that when you fucking pressed that button and millions of people died, you did it on your own merits.
Oh, I knew I was going down. Like, yeah, I was on...
Well, those silos are like the first targets on the other side, too, right? Like, they're shooting at Lawrence, Kansas, and fucking...
well, not Kansas anymore, but yeah.
Or wherever they are. Wyoming or fucking...
Yeah, they say so...
3, 2, 1, drink, guys.
All the capsules are 45 to 65 feet underground, right? And a nuclear weapon, back in the 60s...
It's all airburst, too, right?
No, there's a land burst, but it used to be that the weapons were bigger but more inaccurate.
And what do they have between, like, where you are? Like, is it just concrete, or is it lead, or, like, what are they using as shielding?
Well, the actual capsule is shielded by an additional capsule. So there's a capsule, and then the capsule you sit inside is floating on shock isolators, which are just like air, big.
Yeah, it's like if you're in a music studio, it's like a floating floor. But
right.
But what I'm saying,
so like
but is it lead lined like on the outside, so to protect from radiation, or concrete, just a bunch of concrete, or
just concrete?
Yeah,
hardened concrete. Yeah, the blast door is made of hardened steel.
Radiation can get through steel, though. Yeah.
You're not going to care. You're not going to care.
Penalty because I didn't bring a beer.
What?
Well, take some from Ashley's.
I've got one shot left.
The one thing they told us was like because they
you're gonna have to do a bunch of penalties, man.
They built the things back when everything was bigger and more inaccurate. But then the weapons got really accurate. And so now a weapon can put a nuke through an elementary school window. Not that they would do that unless they're
if you believe
China,
it was
but
an inside job,
you could you could stick it right where it needs to go now.
Okay.
And they say that a weapon nowadays could dig a hole out of the ground deeper than if you stuck a battleship end to end. So basically, it would a hole.
What's a battleship, like 700 feet?
No, I don't think it's that long, but it's deeper than where we sit. So basically, if you get a direct hit with a nuke, you're just bitten.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. No, you don't even know what happened. You're just gone.
Well, that's what you want. If I knew a nuke was coming here and I knew I couldn't get away from it, I would try to get as close to where it was going to hit as possible. So you want to be vaporized as quick as possible. Drink, guys.
You want to be vaporized.
If I was near a nuke, I would try to do a cool pose so that my boom, nailed it.
Yeah.
Like the Jordan.
You just
like
this
try
up
to jump in the air and get like the Air Jordan pose.
I want the surfer handshake where you're like this.
Or like the DRI, like the fucking like the skit,
I have an axe, and then I would do the insane clown posse pose.
That's a good one.
Oh man!
Too bad ICP wasn't
and then
around in
there'll
Japan.
just be a BuzzFeed there'll be a BuzzFeed article with like the best death shadows.
Yeah, the best death shadows.
It'll be like the 20 best death shadows. That's what you're going to make. Thanks,
but if
BuzzFeed.
you know anything about the Navy and the type of defense we have on this coast,
Oh, you're not getting to us. The name
Yeah.
is crazy.
North Korea will never nuke LA.
Here's the thing. We had 10 years ago on that show Future Weapons, we had THAAD is what it is.
Yeah.
And they can shoot a fucking nuclear weapon out of the sky with another missile that just disintegrates.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
I saw that. I watched that episode of Future Weapons.
What the
It's
Patriot
called
missiles?
THAAD. No, it's called THAAD. It's a weapon that they shoot. Basically, it's like shooting a bullet with a bullet.
Yeah.
No, it's like no.
We've got them on each and every Navy ship. There's
I've heard
a
of that.
minigun that is
Never heard of it.
I've heard of that.
electronically will shoot out any incoming missile. When they switch it on and there's a mosquito, it'll shoot the mosquito and then shoot the target that they put into it.
Well, what about the Patriot missile shooting down the
Like
studs
we
in the
gave
first Gulf War?
Israel the Iron Dome thing. You don't
Yeah.
think we got something
just
better
don't
than
think
that?
they
And Iron Dome's like 95% fucking good or something. Like it's a crazy high number, but they still get shelled because nothing's perfect.
Well, they get shelled because. But here's the thing about the IDF: everyone's so against. They do things that no other military would ever do. If they know that they're receiving rockets
Oh, Israel?
from Israel,
Dude, I'm pro Israel. Y'all get a lot of shit over
not
this, but I
at
am.
all.
I am.
No.
I am.
I am.
If,
No.
But here's the thing. Here's
No.
the thing. Israel does
I hate Netanyahu, and I
that
don't like
Palestine
that.
won't do. Like Israel, if they know they're taking
We're gonna get into
rockets
this. I'm gonna look forward to this.
from one apartment building, they'll hack into the cellular signals, give everyone in that building a text message that says, tomorrow at 5 p.m., we're going to blow up this building. Give them ample time to fucking evacuate, and then they'll blow up the fucking building. No other army.
Unless you happen to not have your cell phone on you or
In
it's
the
dead.
world.
Yeah, but there's an
That's
there's an argument to be made too.
Yeah,
There
there a lot of
is an argument to be made too.
That's
that-
24
That's like,
hours.
I've had a lot of friends who were like falling asleep or missed text messages or shit, or you just didn't hear your
Yeah,
phone.
but if your
Okay, but
neighbors
there's
get
an
the
argument to
same
be made
text
too that
messages,
Hamas purposely launches attacks from the middle of residential areas to use their own people as human shields in order
Right.
to.
right?
the shit that Israel does to
Well,
people
that's one of my-
is
No,
fucking ridiculous.
No, let me, because you're not wrong, man. Netanyahu's the fucking worst human being in the world.
Like, Israelis have
Netanyahu
to
is
use-
fucking disgusting.
Israelis have
He has a
this
fun
different license plate. Like
How much fun is it to say Netanyahu?
for if you're a Muslim and
Hey,
you're
No, you're right.
How much fun
actually, you're 100%.
is it to say Netanyahu?
there's so many.
You're 100% right. Benjamin Netanyahu's the worst thing that ever happened to Israel, and
But-
because
No,
Do you remember
World
the old
War
Yahoo?
II is the worst thing that happened to the Middle East.
Do you remember the old Yahoo commercials?
Yeah,
That's
Yahoo,
right.
Netanyahu.
That's what I think of every time I hear his name.
I gotta go for a smoke.
That makes me smile.
I want to get into this stuff.
Are your nipples pierced?
Yeah, one is. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been friends had I known
Yeah,
that
one
6
is.
months ago.
Really, that's your line. That's
your red line.
That's your red line.
I had a cousin who had he had one of his nipples pierced. He had a ring in it.
You know, it's the only piercing I have left. I used to have a ton, but the only reason I hated them, but I leave this one because it was so painful to get that I can't. Like I won't abandon it because it just hurts so much that I'm like,
You don't want to close up in
Yeah,
case
no,
you
I'm
want
just-
it later.
No, I just like fuck that. I went into shock when that got done. My lips.
Do you
turned blue.
feel like embarrassed when you take your shirt off in front of a chick you're gonna fuck and she notices you have a nipple piercing?
No,
like in 1997.
I love
that we waited till he got up there and
Like,
just team up on him.
I have yet to have sex with a girl who didn't find it, and not necessarily like I'm into it, but at the very least interesting.
You fucked a lot of liars. That's
Here's-
what you're saying.
Here's the
A
thing.
lot of liars.
Or degenerates, one or the other. Probably the latter, but
Yeah, go smoke. Here's what I found out, viewers. Because they monitor how much I drink because I try to drink extra.
Sometimes you put doubles in.
He put a piece of masking tape on my thing, but it's condensed enough that I can just that's not an ounce. So I can just top it right off right there, which is great.
so you're drinking bigger ones than the
Okay.
rest of us, is what you're saying.
You just moved the tape.
He moved it up though.
It slides around.
It slides around. Sometimes it's down.
Well,
Sometimes
you
it's
want
the
it
stock
to-
market, baby.
Please,
It's the
no one
stock
has
market.
ever stopped you from drinking more if you want to.
I feel like you judge me.
I've taken at least one extra shot. I've taken a bonus shot.
Drink.
I like you've hacked it. Like you figured out how to beat the system.
Well, I try to every
But
week.
You're welcome to just. You can literally sit here with a bottle of whiskey and drink in between. No one will care.
God, I
Yeah.
should have done that. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
I didn't know the rules. I didn't know the rules.
I've been trying to play by Andrew's, Centurion Club challenge
My
rules.
rules. Why is this dependent on the Canadian?
Everything gets pinned on the Canadian. I am an American.
Now that I found out we can drink bonus shots, shit's about to get real.
Oh, hey. Hey, Andrew, what do you think about the 20% tariff on softwood Trump has placed on your country?
I think it fucking sucks,
Wait,
man. I
what?
live in
It's really funny that Canada has softwood. You're known for your softwood, Canada.
That's all you got. The tape, it just slides around.
All right, drink.
A 20% tariff on softwood.
Well, they
Canada's like, don't mess with our softwood, man. That's what we're known
Oh, shit.
for.
I lived in Northern
We've
Ontario,
been
and it
missing.
sucks. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs, but whatever.
Except blood.
What are these weird? Are there comments coming in?
Yeah, well, Eric Bullard is a great friend of mine. One of the guys I looked up to when I was in the service. And he's been commenting, and I've been missing it. And I wish I knew.
Where's the clock at?
He was.
30
You got
seconds.
30 seconds. God forbid they get their pants wet. Yes.
Oh, he's still going on about the bell bottoms.
Isn't that why Sarah Jessica Parker wears capris? That was from the reservist Michael Himes. Except blood on your camis and white socks.
White socks will get you killed. And that is a joke that only Marines will get. Because it is actually an order in the Marine Corps that you're not allowed to wear white socks in uniform.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
You'll get shot.
But okay, you can't like. Here's my thing. With the military. Here's my thing with the military, right? Because for me, like for you, you go okay, and I'm like, no, wait, why would I get shot for white socks? And they're like, well, this asshole's asking too many questions. You're not fit for service.
No,
That's
here's,
why I had to leave, man.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I wore white socks for at least. I tried to. So I have a hole in my screen because someone threw a phone through my window and it busted a hole in the screen.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So we reached through the screen to grab the beer.
I
When you
fucking
pull it back,
here.
the screen popped out.
5, 4. Yeah, you're about to get penalty shot, Andrew.
No, I got a shot.
Your petite body can't handle this many shots.
Fucking,
Hey, I'm 12 weeks in, and I have never pissed. once
fucking
during-
He doesn't
Canadian.
even piss during
I've never taken a leak during one of these, man.
But here's
I am
the thing.
a fucking pro drinker.
Here's the thing.
You're still petite.
I am petite, but I get
Especially like
1,500 days
His head is
out
bigger
of
than
the
your
4
torso.
years I was in the Marine Corps, I wore white socks.
And you never got shot. So they're completely full of shit with you're going to get shot if you.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make a fucking
That's
difference.
why. That's why you ask questions.
It's a uniformity discipline order. It's one of those things where they're like, we want to see who is following the orders, and that's it.
See, I feel like the White Sox thing is how the enemy would know who's cool or not. They'd be like, that guy's
Don't
He
you
asked
guys
questions.
are
cool. He questions his government as he should. That's what America was built on, questioning government.
I had a goal. when I was in Afghanistan, and I made the goal thanks to my fucking father.
Is that a drink?
Here comes the pro-Netanyahu fascist over here.
Oh, I
This
hate
is
that.
no. I'm anti-fascist. Here's the thing.
If you're anti-fascist, you kind of got to be anti-Israel at the same time.
Well,
I hate Israeli government
Here's the deal.
policy.
Here's
I
the
just
deal.
understand
I
that if
don't-
you're
I
fucking
don't
having a barbecue
agree.
in your backyard and somebody's shooting fucking rockets at you, I'm okay with being like, yeah, that's not cool.
right.
They're
I
not
will
supposed to be
admit-
there in the first place.
That's what I was about
Okay,
to
but
say.
hey,
I will admit.
I won't. Okay, let me.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. 48 was fucked up, but you know what? We're not supposed to be here either. I mean,
48's not even that long ago. My grandmother was 28 years
Yeah,
old
what
in
I'm
1948.
what I'm
It's not that fucking long ago.
what I'm saying is generations of people like
I'm a math major. I couldn't tell you how old my grandmother was.
All right,
before
then
you.
go give your fucking car keys and your house keys to the first Native American you can find. And fucking.
That's me. I'll
Hey,
take
Leah
it.
Mansfield.
Thank you.
But look, you're looking at
Let me
like
buy
a
a
difference of
apartment.
hundreds of years versus a difference of like 70.
I'm saying
but
when
here's the
two,
deal.
when
Here's the
two or
deal.
three generations have already been born in a place, that's their home. What are
Here's
you
the
gonna-
deal.
what are you
Here's the
gonna
deal.
say?
Here's the deal. Time out. Time out.
But they shouldn't get to rule
You
that
are
shit with
saying-
an iron fist.
What
because-
you're saying is America was fully justified by the time of Andrew Jackson to slaughter all the Native
I'm
Americans.
not saying they were
Because 2 or
justified.
3 generations
I'm
have
not-
been born there.
I'm not saying they were
True.
justified in slaughtering. I'm saying that you can't discount the fact that it's somebody else.
What am I
Like it's their home now too.
Most of the Indians we didn't even slaughter. We accidentally killed them with smallpox.
We didn't mean it.
Accident.
Honestly,
Oh, well-
most of North America was wiped out
Accident.
before 15.
Look, here's the deal. Christopher Columbus was a progressive for his time.
But no. I hate.
For
He's
his
a
time.
pile of shit looking
Yeah,
for
he's a
riches.
pile of shit. But
Right. But
I
at that
fucking-
time,
I fucking hate when
white
people
men
like,
sucked
drink.
even more.
They were the worst.
So he was one of the better ones.
I
Drink.
hate when people put the smallpox on on the settlers because it's like they didn't know about germs
What
and
about
viruses.
they gave blankets? They gave
That's like if
blankets.
you're
In fact, the
starving.
smallpox, when they
That's
were
like if you're starving.
protected from, they didn't know it was in the
But
blankets.
Sure they did.
They didn't
Or-
plan it. No, they're not that.
Wait a
fucking
second,
smart.
we got an interjection from a sober
But
person.
Well, she's
sober's a
stoned out of her
strong
mind.
word.
So,
No, but the thing is, they
so
think,
she's normal for Leah.
they think that there were exactly. They think that there was as big. Okay, so like we live in a state, right?
Yeah.
That's the highest level of civilization. So
Right.
Right.
they think the next one down is chiefdom. That's like what Hawaii was before white contact. That and
Well,
they
thank
think that
God.
there was.
Captain Cook got boiled.
I shouldn't say I'm pro-Israel. I have
White
mixed-
contact
I have
makes it
mixed
seem like we're
feelings.
aliens.
It
right.
does. You guys are like.
Oh, that's
amazing.
that was one of the best
Drink.
arguments.
White contact is.
I shouldn't say I'm pro-Israel. I have mixed feelings.
In
about it, that's all.
1492, spread through Southeast America, where now Southeast America is, up the Mississippi River, where there was once, they think, a chiefdom of Native Americans, thousands of different people groups with over 1,500 languages, and some huge amount was wiped out by smallpox before any white eyes ever got laid on Native
I
Americans.
see that.
So
It's a virus. It doesn't care.
A huge amount of people were wiped out.
Right.
And then when they came into a bay, it was super way easier. They're like, "Oh, it's wide open. Why is this guy? There's nobody here."
Right.
Oh, that's because you killed him hundreds of years ago.
But I don't think that was an intentional.
No, it wasn't
act.
intentional.
No,
No, it's
it was-
documented as being intentional. They intentionally infected them with smallpox. That's,
You think they
You're out of your
knew
fucking
enough?
mind. They didn't understand germs and viruses
300
back
years
then.
ago,
Spaniards
They
are
knew
dicks.
well enough that.
No, these are
I will agree that Spaniards are dicks for
Spaniards
other
are
reasons.
fucking
Right.
dicks.
I don't think they were smart enough to know that.
But these are
No,
people.
they didn't know
These
about
are people who thought
Their
worms came from the
immunity-
rain.
Right. I
Like-
don't think they were smart enough to know that their immunity had protected them and not another culture from.
I'm looking this
Yeah.
up.
There's
Oh,
no
no,
way they
there's a
understood
great-
smallpox
there's a
on
great-
blankets and
There's a great
chemical
book
warfare.
you should read. You can borrow it. I'm in the epilogue right now. It's called Guns, Germs, and Steel. And it's basically like, how did society end up the way it is? How did it end up where the
Oh.
Eurasians basically
Oh, I
took
can
over
tell
the
you.
world?
I know the
Yeah,
answer.
the book told me.
Well, I know the answer because I'm
And the
taking.
book told me because I read it like a smart person.
But I'm
The guy
taking.
that wrote it.
I'm taking
African American studies, and I'm also taking diversity in film and cinema. And the answer to everything is too many white people.
No, it has to
I think
do-
so.
Diversity in
I
film
think
and cinema.
it's too
pisses
many
me
white
off.
people.
Honestly, they got a head start in food production. That was really
It's a liberal arts degree.
They got a head start in food production. The better your food production, the stronger your society becomes, the more people you can
The
support.
better your steel
The
manufacturing.
earlier you
Oh,
can
this is
support
pretty
a large society, the earlier you get a diversification of inventions, which gives you the advantage over people who weren't able to produce as many people in their society. So as much as we hate how fucking crowded it is here, the more people, the greater the possibility
That
of
somebody's a
Well, I hate
progressive
people.
ideas.
Yeah, somebody's a super
Also,
genius.
though, this is also where diseases will most likely start. New deadly diseases is in the middle of populations.
We need
Right.
new deadly diseases like a.
Traffic is horseshit.
Kill them all!
We need one to just wipe out a lot of people.
We just need to clear up the 101,
Oh.
and we'll all get
You
to
know
work
what
on
we
that.
need? We need
And it'll be better.
we need asinine cancer. where there's just cancer. It doesn't attack your asshole. Cancer just attacks people who are asinine.
I can deal with
Just,
that.
Yeah.
they're just not contributing to society.
I might get
at
taken
all.
out with that one.
They're not doing anything. They're not helping anyone. They
Oh,
don't give. They just
what am I
take,
doing?
Take.
I'm
You
living
ever
off of.
work with somebody so lazy you're just like, I hope you die. Like,
Well,
you're just
so, like,
ruining it.
What do you think I do? I run up. I'm a front desk clerk at a bowling alley.
Hey,
I put people
no,
on lanes.
You work at a
The
job.
only reason I do
I'm
that,
talking
Bowling
about-
alley you work at, sometimes I like to bowl for free, so where do you work?
I got you. But
Yeah, we did it today.
the only thing I do in life, I do that one day a week.
Studio City.
Here's
I do
what-
that one day a week
That
to
was super fun.
justify me living here because I'm living off of a check that I get for my PTSD.
But
and
you
I
did
spend my
something
time
for that.
telling
you
people-
did something for that.
Yeah,
You
but I'm
did
telling
nothing
people
for
jokes
that.
they never want to hear.
See,
I'm asinine.
Here's what made no. Here's what made me think of the difference.
Are you
I was-
drinking or are you just
No,
over here?
I am drinking, but I'm look.
They didn't understand
They
germs
did, look.
well enough.
They understood.
Here's what made me.
They
Think
understood
of it.
enough to know that it was
There
spread by touching
there
stuff.
was a homeless
Look,
guy at this intersection.
this is William
and
Trent.
he was asking for money because he enjoyed
Have you
garbage.
heard that we gave them 2 blankets and a handkerchief out of the smallpox hospital? I hope it will have the desired effect.
Oh, yeah.
They knew they were giving them blankets from a smallpox hospital, hoping it would make them sick. They maybe didn't understand germs, but they understood that if two people were close to each other, suddenly one got a thing.
What space he had. But then
Oh,
there
man.
was this other, like in Silver Lake.
They documented it. They said, we hope if we give them these
And
blankets,
bring in a
maybe they didn't
bulldozer
understand it scientifically, but they knew that if I have a thing and I'm close to you, sometimes you get the thing, so I'm going to put the thing near you that will maybe give you the thing.
People, but you know,
They made your
desired
point.
effect
no,
was
but he,
No, but I agree
make
with
them not.
The guy-
cold
that guy needs
anymore.
cancer. The gardener doesn't.
This was a military dude. They knew that.
They're not that smart.
4
He
seconds.
did show me for 3 to
Wait.
drink.
What is that?
Here is a quote.
I know Bill Trent.
Okay.
He's full of shit.
Out of our regard, we gave them 2 blankets and a handkerchief out of the smallpox hospital. I hope it will have the desired effect. That's what he says.
Of letting them blow.
But I'd like to see the rest of what he was saying. That's
But here's the thing.
This event is well known for the documented instances of biological warfare. British officers, including the top British commanding generals, ordered, sanctioned, paid for, and conducted the use of smallpox against the Native Americans. They knew. Maybe
Now,
they didn't.
what year was that published?
They did know as early as medieval times that you could, without knowing.
What
about
year was that
germs,
published?
They
This
knew
will-
that if they threw dead bodies with the plague over a wall,
Oh,
they
yeah.
would give everyone plague on the inside.
Yeah, but what year was that published?
3, 2, 1.
Drink! That's all I want to know. There's a lot of dead space, so I'm just going to keep asking you, what year was that published?
I'm looking it up.
Right.
So he died. The guy died in 1797. So it was the 18th century. All I'm saying is maybe they didn't understand germs.
Well, we
They-
came here in the 16th
Yeah, but
century.
William, what I'm saying is later on,
Right?
maybe
That's
they
when
didn't.
the alleged act
Maybe they didn't
It
understand.
was 1596.
William, maybe
1496.
they didn't understand germs, but they did understand enough to know that if 2 people were close to each other and one person had a thing, suddenly the next person got the thing.
Well,
We
we've
didn't
got a thing. But me and Ashley don't have a thing.
We don't have a thing going on yet.
Oh God, is the orgy being canceled?
You didn't invite any chicks to this, so
Good.
looks like somebody's getting fucked in the ass tonight.
Hey!
No gays in the military, man.
No, they're allowed now.
No, they're allowed now. Actually, I had one of the
And also,
first.
lesbians aren't like really into butt fucking.
I had one of the first guys who was accidentally out of the closet.
You won't take a strap
Straight
on
women
the ass?
aren't into butt fucking either. Most straight women aren't into it either. Most people don't like it.
Oh, I don't even necessarily like doing it.
I think that's pretty judgy.
I mean, I'll still do it, but
I mean, like, I can't do the finger thing for me. Like, if a girl tries to put her finger.
oh, I love
in
that.
my ass,
I'm 100% for that.
Really?
Finger in the ass? Oh, fuck yeah.
Is this is this true or not?
No, 100% true. Absolutely. I love it.
You're enough into it where I think you might like a dick in the ass with it. Like, let's get a thumb and then a bigger finger.
Yeah, I said that.
Beard watch. He told the story.
No, I don't. I let a guy blow me once. It wasn't for me. I don't like.
It wasn't for me.
At least least you tried it.
No, but I just don't like penises. But yeah, a chick putting her finger up my ass when she's blowing me, I fucking love that. Are you kidding? Hell yeah.
It depends on whether or not they're wearing acrylics.
No, prostate shit is fucking great.
Drink.
I can't do that, man. I've had a girl try to lick my ass, and I almost punched her.
Really? Oh, I love, dude. Rim jobs are like my favorite thing in the world.
I almost punched her in the top of the head.
Love getting a rim job.
I love Leah's face when you say that. Like,
I learned a lot about Andrew during these.
Yeah. No, I love getting, dude. Like nothing in the world is better for me than after having sex to finish off by jerking off while the chick is licking my ass. That's like my favorite fucking thing. Oh hell yeah, fuck yeah.
you were. I understand why the marriages haven't worked out so well. Like,
Married to the wrong. I don't know.
I like what I like. I don't give a fuck, man. That's
They say don't knock it till you try it, but I kind of judge.
this took a brown.
Go ahead, judge all you want. I will let a fucking tongue go right up my goddamn ass, and I'm so into that. Oh my
This took a wrong turn down Brown Street. That's what it did.
It's too gross, man. I can't stand it.
People have to have just gotten out of a shower. Like things need to have just been clean.
Yeah, I'll lick an asshole if it's just got out of the shower.
That's not like I'll eat it.
But I just don't like the feeling of my asshole being.
Really? Oh, I love it. I fucking love it.
Feels weird.
Oh, see,
I like that. You're into what you're into.
I didn't do it right?
No, you didn't do it right.
No,
You were going like a clockwise motion, and it needs to be like a counterclockwise.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna choose some. I got bad breath right now.
It wasn't good. I didn't like his ass.
I'm good.
That was a joke.
Oh.
No, he did. It was
I'm still
serious.
back on just thinking the whole
About a
thing.
finger in Andrew's ass. It's pretty gross, right?
The whole
Or
thing.
just butts in general.
Just assholes and dicks and assholes.
You just hate dick.
That combines two of your most hated things.
Yeah, I love
Dicks
pussy.
and assholes.
I cannot. Why would you think about
Leah's
that?
the most degenerate pussy hound I've fucking ever met. Are you kidding me?
It's been so long. I do love vagina, man. Oh, it's the best.
You got to go out pussy.
So I like
hunt.
watching
What are you
TV
doing?
with Leah because I can be like, holy fuck, that chick is hot. And Leah's like, fuck yeah.
It's like,
dudes
I'd
are so
Cosby her.
surprised when I go, hey. Did you see those tits? Like,
Can I get
and
another
I don't
beer
mean
for
it
you?
in like a
I'm not,
gross,
because I
crap
fucking
way,
live
but
with you.
like, sometimes you just gotta admire. Like, hey, man, she put
Oh,
them out
fuck.
there.
I feel like
and
I'm a
just wanna
beer
know,
ahead of
like,
you.
I'm not gross to her, but
You're not.
definitely like.
You're a beer ahead of me.
What?
I'm just trying to get us to drink more.
I'm like 2 or 3 over
Yeah.
on shots.
We're about to be 70 in. Actually, we already are because we started at the 140. So
So technically, we're what?
we always do 101 because we drink at 0 as well. We always do 101.
Yeah, we always do a little bit extra. For the fans.
Plus
Well,
all the
7
family
of them.
shots. And
Oh, you
you're
got
just, you're not
7
even waiting.
fans,
Yeah,
huh?
I love it. This is great.
And drink.
Yeah.
I can't. I want to have some dignity left in the morning.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what day's today?
Today is Thursday.
Thursday the 27th.
Yeah.
Thursday,
Yeah.
April 27th.
You've been on most of these. And you know we record them on Thursdays.
Day or date? Is that what you were
No,
asking?
I was like, day. Yeah, no.
No, she asked what
I don't
day
think
is
I have a
it.
show tonight. And nobody tagged me in anything. Listen.
Nobody tagged me in
Do you want to
anything.
do an open mic after this, though?
Jimmy's
Which one?
place?
Jimmy's place.
Jimmy's
Who's
place.
driving?
I'll drive.
You.
I haven't-
Leah's
I-
driving. I'm
I've
down to
not
go.
even-
If you're driving, well,
I
she's
think
stoned.
we're
She
good
can
on.
drive.
William, can I
Dude,
crash
I've
your
got
It's good because my
Hey,
girlfriend
are you
was
cool with
upset
that?
at
I got
me.
that flower show tomorrow, so this would be easy if I could
Cool with
crash
him
here.
crashing in my room tonight?
Only if you guys promise
No,
to
him.
cuddle.
Oh, I was
you
like,
can
I'm
always
not,
cuddle.
You can.
I'm not fucking sleeping in your room tonight,
No.
asshole. Like, don't try to Bill Cosby this. Like,
Drink.
One of these is
You'll
going to taste
just wake
chalky.
up. You'll just wake up and you'll be like, my asshole.
yeah. Why is my asshole so greasy right now?
Oh, dude. Have you seen the grab him by the pudding meme?
No.
They
Okay.
They transposed. It's Bill Cosby with Trump's hair. And it just says grab him by the pudding.
Nice.
Can I say something? I just read
No.
a thing today.
No.
I got a question.
Canadian.
There's
No, but this is the thing that just happened in Canada because Canada's freedom of speech laws are not.
way bad.
No, they're
They-
terrible. So this is the thing that
fuck,
just happened.
dude.
You know that thing with reporters, the fucker right in the pussy thing, where guys run by female reporters and scream
Yeah.
fucker right in the pussy.
That's a hate crime.
A guy just got charged for doing it. He
Really?
got charged with disturbing the peace, he got arrested for screaming "fucker" right in the pussy, and I think that is dangerous as fuck.
That is
You
like
should not be arrested for
shit.
yelling stuff. I don't care how. Yeah, it sucks, and I think it's a stupid thing to do, but you shouldn't be fucking arrested.
I'll
for it.
judge him and I'll hate him for it.
Yeah, but you should not be fucking arrested.
Well, I feel like that.
Well, I believe. Oh, so
But
have
where do
you seen?
draw the line? Like they arrest
Well,
for
here's the thing. Have you seen?
Well, Canada's freedom of speech laws, the way Canada's freedom of speech laws work, it's not absolute. It's based on a preponderance of public, like, or society or societal norms, or there's some wording to
Well,
it where it's
see,
like
I
if you
feel
do something
like-
that is outside of what's considered like socially acceptable, you can get charged for hate speech just for saying something like that.
But I
Which
feel
is
like
terrible.
Have you seen Dave Chappelle's new second special?
Yes. Which one, the second one that was actually recorded first, the Austin one?
I think
The
it
one
was
where
on
he
the
talks
second
about
one.
pussy for a while?
Right.
Yeah.
But where he talks about was it Dave?
us.
Jesus Christ! Now I can't remember.
Us.
I just feel like that's dangerous, man.
But
Yeah, you shouldn't
No,
be,
no,
you shouldn't be
no.
allowed
I
to be
think
arrested
it's
for
the second
things that you
I
yell.
think it was the
man.
second
That's
one
fucking
where-
dangerous as shit.
here's
Drink,
the deal.
bitch.
I
Drink.
believe.
You're about to get penalty.
Yeah, you got it in.
But no, here's my thing: is
I think it's.
if you make that illegal,
But I think his second joke. I think it's on the second special. But the joke about the First Amendment, where it's like you can say whatever the fuck you want. That's why we have the Second Amendment, where if you're gonna say whatever the fuck you want, you probably need.
Well,
to
there's a famous case. I got to look up what the joke was.
Besides that-
There's a famous case of a Quebec comedian who got charged with
Dude,
in the
yeah,
human rights tribunal.
that's fucked up.
Do you know what? I can't remember what the joke was. Let me look it
It
up.
was a joke about fucking tards.
Yeah, but
But
he
you-
got,
and I live
he
in
got charged
America.
under the
So I can
Canadian
live in-
human rights act. Like he got charged with a hate crime for doing a bit.
Yeah, and it's horseshit. They fined him $20,000, and it's horseshit.
Wow.
You should be able to say
for a comic,
whatever
it's
the
a lot of money.
fuck
yeah,
you want to
no.
say.
Well, it
Now,
should be,
You're Jesus Christ.
Here,
I'm
Mike
not-
Ward.
as a performer.
So here, I want to say the
art
bit
is
so you can hear what the bit was. That he literally got fucking charged under the Canadian human
Here's
rights.
the thing. As a comedian,
He had to
you
pay
say,
$42,000 because
That's
of a
different
fucking
than yelling a reporter. Like, if you're going to scream something at a reporter when you're riding down the street, someone should punch you in the face. Rather than be
But
cop or something.
here's my
Maybe not
thing.
be arrested, but that dude needs to get punched in the face. But, no, he can say whatever he wants. But someone else needs to be like, that's enough.
Here's
But
the
no,
thing.
here's my
Here's the
thing.
thing. Here's the thing. I
Punch
think there's a freedom of
But-
speech with repercussions. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
That's fine.
Just deal with what happens after.
But
yeah,
here's
and
it's just
that's-
going to be a punch in the fucking face.
Right. And you know what?
No,
There's shit
you're welcome
people
to
will
say it,
say to me where I think, if I had a fucking gun. But I don't think they should be barred
Drink.
from saying it because I want to know they're a piece of shit.
here.
I want to know they deserve to be shot through the nose. You know what I mean? I don't want them to be like, oh, well, the law doesn't allow me to say this, so I'm going to keep it in. And then me think they're a fucking good person.
I
for the
want to
next
really
20
read
years.
this bit.
I'd rather know right off the bat.
40 grand.
If I ever get
Doing
the
a bit,
goddamn
That's the guy that
opportunity,
did the, like,
I'll
why
shoot
doesn't-
him
hasn't this
fucking
guy
nose.
died
What
yet?
I'm saying is, like, there should
Yeah,
be a
it's,
separate line between an artist who's doing a performance, like comedy or music, that should keep them exempt from that. Like, if they're doing it in the midst of artistic performance, I don't know how the hell you can judge it the same as a guy who drives by on the street and yells something.
But here's my defense for the guy that drives by on the street. If you make it illegal and now he gets arrested for it,
Oh, yeah, here it is.
right?
It's
Wait. Let me finish the point. If he gets arrested for it, right?
Okay.
He kind of looks like a badass, as opposed to just looking like a douchebag. Give him the opportunity to look like a douchebag, and everybody can think, yeah, the fucking douchebag. Shouldn't act like that. As opposed to, he's getting arrested, he's getting attention, now he's a rebel, and he's a badass. Just let him be a fucking douchebag. And
We're all going to
people,
judge him
like,
the same.
we're all
You know
going
what
to
I
think he's a douchebag.
That's fine.
But
I'm
stop
not saying
putting a
arrest him for what
coolness
he has
to
to
it.
say, but just like, if I hear that and I can get
Okay.
to him,
So here's
I am going to punch him in the face.
here's
Go ahead.
the
It's
bit.
like that guy. It's like that guy at that show. The guy that kept hitting on you.
who, like,
God.
for some reason, after seeing your bit about being gay,
Had no idea.
you were gay. That guy.
Jesus.
That guy.
I don't know why
Let him-
some guys on.
Let him
Like,
look that stupid.
look at me.
You and me.
Do you
and
think
me
I'm
sat
just
there.
saying it? You think it's like I'm wearing a fake
Right.
wedding ring right now?
But
2, 1,
I've
drink.
been owned a comb since 2009. You know?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I want to say this bit. I want to ask you guys a
But here's the thing. We sat there.
I call them salty meat foods.
But here's the thing. He hit on you. You went to your car to smoke weed because you wanted to get away from him. I sat there with him. He looked like an ass, and he knew he looked like an ass by the end of the night. He learned a lesson. I think he learned a lesson from that. I do. I think he walked away knowing
That
he was
a
the
douchebag.
biggest ass in that bar that night.
I hope so.
And he's going to walk away a better person.
I don't.
Now,
I think,
I think
Find him
that
an
does
extra
make
20
you a better
grand.
person.
I think he's going to wake up the next morning and he's going to be like, "What the fuck happened last night? I was wasted."
No,
His friends will be like, "You're a dumbass."
I think everyone that was around us knew he was looking like an ass.
Drink.
And they're going to hold him to it.
Hey, let me.
If we had been able to file a lawsuit like we would have been able to in Canada, it would have been fined $20,000, and he would
I
have.
get that
Let me.
He would have gone to the government, and he would have resented lesbians
Well,
for the rest of his life,
Let me say
rather
let
than
me say
learning
the
a
bit.
lesson
Let me ask
by
you what you
looking
guys
like a dick.
You guys act like I'm against.
No. I'm just saying. I think in one
I'm
one
not saying
spectrum,
arrest anyone.
I think right. But that's what Canadian laws are.
Right.
Is we could have gotten.
Well, let me ask. Let's
$20,000.
keep talking about Canadian. Let me.
We could have got him fined $20,000, and he would have. He would have.
I got
He can't handle his booze very well.
Apparently
I
not.
pull triggers.
He always falls back on that too. So
I haven't killed anybody, so
Yeah.
I'm not as good of a person.
I'm the
Drink.
shittiest guy on this panel.
No,
I think if we had fined him $20,000, he would have lived the rest of his life resenting lesbians. But we made him look like a dick, and so he woke up the next day learning a lesson. I think that's the freedom of speech.
The freedom of speech, it gives you.
Against the freedom
Shame is a
I'm
good
against
motivator in
dickbags.
progress.
I'm with you on.
I'm against
Yeah.
dickbags. All right?
I think you and me see eye to eye,
Yeah.
but we just say it differently,
Yes.
and so we argue
And
a lot.
I just want to. Oh,
Kind of like you and me.
it's thank God I wasn't born your size. I would have throttled so many.
But I
fucking
feel like shame is a good motivator for progress.
Hey,
All right,
You know?
can I read this
Okay.
bit and ask your guys' opinion on it?
read it.
You have 13
Fucking
seconds.
Canadian.
So here's the bit. So it's this comedian. We'll do the
I'm
show.
gonna heckle him in a minute. And
Yeah, because I'm doing some other comedy.
Here comes
we
the
got
heckle.
5 seconds.
Here comes the heckle.
3, 2, 1.
Drink, you pussy.
So this comedian Mike Ward. So
Great heckle.
this is the bit. He did a bit. There was a kid named Jeremy Guthrie who was allowed to sing the anthem at a Montreal Canadiens game,
With Downs.
and he was bad at
Because
it.
he was gonna die soon.
So, anyways, the bit was
Really?
everyone said he sucked, but I defended him. They said he was terrible, but I was like, he's dying, but he's living a dream, so leave him alone.
It's like a
And he said-
Make-A-Wish.
But then he said, but then I found out he wasn't actually dying. He's unkillable. I saw him at the water park, and I tried to drown him, but I couldn't. Then I went on the internet to figure out what was wrong with him, and you know what it was? He's ugly. That was the bit. And the kid was 12 years old, and he had a disease that made his facial features weird.
Great bit.
Can I just say,
It's not a great bit. It's kind of a crappy
It's
bit.
not an arrestable bit.
It's
Like,
not. It's a crappy bit. But
It's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
worth
Wait.
$42,000
I need a beer.
dollars.
I need a beer.
4,
See,
3, 2, drink.
Penalty shot.
see, here's where I definitely feel like
Yeah, all right, I'll do two.
artistic performance.
It's not a great bit, but it's
Should have-
not like I need to fine you $40,000.
No. It's
But-
not worth $42,000.
I mean, it's
Canada
hacky.
can go fuck themselves.
He's a comic. No bit should be
Produce
fine.
that guy.
Well, Canada.
That's
doesn't-
just as offensive. Right?
Canada doesn't produce the best comics in general. Period. So I mean, I
But
would have
that's
fined
just
him
as bad.
$40,000 for that
Hey,
shitty
there's
joke
some,
in the
there's
first
some
place.
great Canadian
Fucking
comics. Thank you very much. There's some very good Canadian.
Name them off.
Oh,
Brent Bond.
Who?
Brent Bond.
No. The
Okay,
only
who?
one, Jesus Christ.
DJ Demers, Dom Perret, Jim
No.
Carrey.
No.
Jim Carrey, you put as a comic.
Jim
I like
Carrey.
that.
Jim Carrey was a great stand-up comic before he
Wait,
got into everything.
wait.
Anything else.
That's an interesting.
With impressions and a weird face. Good. Drink.
He was a good comic, man.
What was that girl we watched?
Canada does not produce the best stand-up comedians. America is really good at producing dead bodies, oppression, babies, and comedians.
Produce me, thank you very much.
You know how you can tell a society is doing better than another.
So fine, so I'll be the best Canadian stand-up
Oh,
comic one day.
shit. I accidentally didn't take that shot.
We're number
for
one.
a penalty.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we're providing
Oh,
a
my
lot
God.
of comedians, which tells me that America's not really
No.
number one.
A lot of
We're
people hate the
suffering.
system.
We're suffering a lot under our skin in America to produce comedy. This much comedy, holy shit!
Come on.
But like the better, like no one's like raving about Iceland's comedy.
K. Trevor
Because
Wilson.
they're all happy.
They're all happy, dude. Everything's amazing there.
You don't want to be happy as a comic.
No.
That's why Canada doesn't. They have universal health care. The lack of universal health care is helping the comedy community in the United States. Drink.
Not physically, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Canadian comic and I'm a good fucking
Top
comic. There you go.
Canadian comedians on my list. And I'm scrolling through Google's list of them. Martin Short,
Yeah, but
Dan Aykroyd, Russell Peters,
Russell Peters, great
John
Canadian.
Candy,
Yeah, but most of those are improv actor comics. Like,
Yeah, those
I'm
are
very-
okay. Look,
Norm
let's
stand up.
Look,
Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald's my favorite comedian of all time.
you fucking
Eugene
nationalistic, racist motherfucker.
You don't like Norm Macdonald, really?
Norm Macdonald's your favorite
I
comic.
love-
Yeah, oh yeah. Norm Macdonald's my
Norm
favorite comic of all time. I'm sorry. And I don't feel bad or weird about it. Are you kidding? Norm Macdonald is fucking hilarious.
Colin Mockery.
I feel weirder with you saying Norm Macdonald's your favorite comedian than
Colin
I do with you
Mockery's
saying you got a
good.
blowjob from a guy.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
like Norm Macdonald?
I like him, but
all right.
Oh, I love
Above
Norm. Man, I
everyone
fucking
I've
love
listed
Norm.
so
I
far.
love Norm.
Above everyone I've listed so far.
Leslie Nielsen.
But he's a comedic
Big
actor.
Yeah, it's different.
Wait, drink.
No, I agree with you. Tommy Chong.
Drink with a penalty
Tommy
shot,
Chong is Canadian.
douchebag. There's a
No,
penalty
I'm
shot here.
amazed. You think it's weird that I would think Norm Macdonald's my favorite comic? Norm Macdonald is a fucking incredible comic.
He's a good comic, but he's not like favorite comic. Like
Oh no, he's the reason I came down.
okay. Norm Macdonald's playing a show down the street. Dave Chappelle's on.
Oh no,
stage.
I go to see Norm in a second. I
You
go to.
fucking
I love
racist.
Chappelle. Don't get me wrong.
You goddamn.
But yeah, see, that's
racist.
where we go.
Well, there probably be seats at Norm Macdonald's show.
Yeah, there will be seats.
You're
there.
just mad because he said
Oh,
that. That's
that
gonna
is
take
the
the time.
best.
Norm Macdonald
That's the
is-
best. There'll probably be seats at Norm's. That's solid burn.
Norm's a fantastic comic.
Bill
There's
Burr
two
and Norm
people.
Macdonald.
No, there's two people.
Yeah, but I can see
That-
Bill Burr every week.
Two people I will.
But you're right. No, listen.
3, 2.
No, I was still. Norm is my favorite.
There's two
That's
people
weird, dude.
No, Norm is
I
really
hold
weird.
accountable for me being in comedy.
Okay, so who should
Economy?
I be mad at? Who should I be
The
mad
guy
at?
can't even talk
Who's?
anymore.
I should be mad at Norm Macdonald. I'm going to guess Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
Okay.
You'll never guess it. Oh, keep guessing. You'll never guess
Who,
it.
your favorite comic?
Two of my favorite comics. Norm Macdonald is the
It's
first.
not going to be like some LA
Number
comic that
two.
you do shows with a lot.
Okay,
It's going to
no.
be like, that's
No.
my favorite comic.
Wanda Sykes.
No.
That's a good guess.
Dude,
Yes.
For
It
you'll
is-
never guess it. I mean, that's a good one.
It is a huge left field.
Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
Ralphie May.
Jim
No.
Jeffries.
Jeff Dunham.
I'm
I'm just gonna go with Jeff Dunham as your second favorite comedian, you fucking asshole. Drink.
Jason Sklar.
From the Sklar Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
With just Jason? You don't like his other
Fuck that guy.
fucking
Fuck that guy.
weirdo?
Yeah.
Actually, I would.
Jason Sklar.
That's the one
The reason I do comedy / the reason I have a beard is Jason fucking Sklar from
I like-
Cheap Seats.
I like that you
The
call
Cheap
that a
Seats
beard.
thing.
I like that you call that a beard.
I would honestly say that my favorite.
It's more than his fucking brother.
That's facial.
My favorite current comic is fucking Tom Segura. I think Tom Segura.
Absolutely.
I think Tom Segura is fucking like.
He's great until you hear that he says like so much, and then you zero in that he says like, and then
Don't do that to me.
Hey, what are you trying to ruin our shit for?
dude, the best. I like it, but when you listen to it, and he's constantly and I was like this, and he was like this, and like this, and like
Bite!
Drake.
I love Tig Notaro. She's my favorite.
Tig Notaro is great. The best female comedian on the scene right now is Catherine Ryan, who I
don't
think
know, Catherine.
I haven't watched that Catherine Ryan special. Is it good? I haven't watched it. Okay,
is goddamn
okay, I gotta watch it.
the best female comedian to ever live. No offense, I
I feel
love
like
Tig
the last
Notaro.
10 minutes is when
But-
it's a shit show.
But
Okay, I haven't watched that. I haven't
Catherine
watched that Catherine Ryan special yet.
is the best person with a microphone telling jokes with a vagina to ever live.
I don't know, man. I genuinely enjoyed Whitney Cummings' last special.
It was pretty good.
The
It was
I'm
pretty
Your
good.
Girlfriend one, I thought was really good.
You need to watch Catherine Ryan. And don't watch this last special. Watch her whole fucking career. Because it is
go
goddamn
fuck yourself.
amazing.
How much
No,
free time
fuck
do you think
you.
I have? Watch her whole career.
4 hours.
Everything.
4 hours.
Email her and try to get her notes from open mic.
At least you didn't say
Drake.
At least you didn't say Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer is a piece of shit.
Oh my god, she's so good when she talks about vagina. It's hilarious.
You mean with no punchlines, where she just gives a descriptive 20 minutes of her body movements and says that's funny? Yeah.
Leah gave the best review of fucking Amy Schumer that's ever been given.
I've seen worse.
That is Amy Schumer's best impression of a headliner yet. That was the best review.
Look,
of
I've
the
seen
leather
worse.
special.
I've seen worse.
It's so bad. Leather
I
special
think
is
it's
so
7
bad.
minutes.
Anola Johnson. Anola Johnson.
No, that's a bad special
awful.
too. It's so bad.
Oh, really?
It's so bad.
Way worse than Amy
It's so
Schumer.
bad. Actually,
I would study Amy Schumer's special before I watched Anola Johnson's specials.
the Ali Wong special is good though.
I like
that
the
is good.
It's really good.
The first one wasn't bad. The second one was garbage.
3, 2, drink. I haven't pissed yet either, and I'm like
Can you
holding
give
it
that?
just because you haven't pissed, Andrew.
I don't know. I never have.
But
I've
after
never
this,
done it.
we
One
can both
time.
call Will a pussy for pissing.
Yeah, I've never done it.
extend
I've done
all
this
of
12
that.
times in a row, and I've never pissed
Here.
once during the contest.
Although he outlasted me on the road trip, so. And he was drinking beer.
I gotta go to
Just
Colorado.
drinking water.
Yeah, you were
In
drinking
July,
water
that's
while
a
we
lot.
were drinking booze.
Yeah.
By we, I mean me. I'd like to say me and Ozzy, but Ozzy's he's got a weak bladder. That dog.
Yeah.
Is he a
Oh,
corgi?
man.
This fucking
Is it
think
corgi mix?
Oh, hey, have you ever done? Have you ever done?
I think he's
snuff?
Shiba Inu.
Have I ever done
Yeah,
wait,
he's got-
snort
Yeah,
tobacco?
he's got it. Yeah,
So you're snorting tobacco?
it's exactly what it is.
All right,
He's
let's
got
do it. I'm down. Wait. 3, 2, drink. We're
I like how
snorting,
you're like super into it now.
we're snorting tobacco.
Well, I bought it because here's the thing. I bought it because I was trying to save money off of the.
No, is this snooze or snuff?
No, this is not.
I don't know. We have a timer that's fucked up. Sort out your cracked ass Samsung tablet. You keep bumping into my goddamn arm and spilling beer on my leg. Now I gotta wash these jeans. I've only worn them twice, which is kind of bullshit. You gotta wash them after 2 uses. You should get at least 4 to 5 out of jeans,
Yeah.
depending on how much you fart.
Yeah.
Like, you always smell the ass to be like, it's still clean? They're clean. I haven't farted enough.
Well,
That's a big fucking bump of tobacco.
Well,
I'm not taking
I'm gonna-
that big.
No, that's half and half.
I'm not going to
Give me a hand.
snort
Give me
a
a hand.
fucking bump of tobacco off of you. Okay. All right. Great. I got the majority share of that.
Oh shit! I missed a fucking thing.
It feels like
I need to do
snorting
a penalty
chocolate
shot.
powder, but oh, it burns.
Oh, we just-
Oh!
And my,
Penalty shot, you and me, bro.
and my thing moved. I don't even know where it is anymore. My thing is moved.
Oh, that burns.
You missed that joke. I made it
Why do
half
you
an hour ago.
snort
I can't
coke?
believe you did that. That's
Oh.
No, you moved it on purpose. Mine just moved because it's been between my legs.
That's
God, that
crazy.
burns.
Do you feel that nicotine rush? Tell me how you're feeling.
No,
right
my
now.
nose hurts, and I feel like an asshole because that's awful. Why? This feels like slavery. That's what it feels like. Why do you do this?
It's fun.
No, it's not. It just tastes like chocolate powder and it burns. It's stupid.
Five,
I need a beer.
three, two,
I need a beer.
drink.
I don't have a beer to drink.
Why would you in any way snort tobacco?
Penalty shot.
No, it's terrible. I did it last time, man. It's like the worst
Yeah,
thing.
that's the worst thing I've
It's
ever
so
snorted.
bad. It's so bad.
I've snorted a lot of drugs. That's the worst thing I've ever snorted in my
Yeah,
life.
it's so you get nothing out of it. You don't even get the tobacco nicotine thing.
Like, if it was cocaine and it burned like this, like, at least it's cocaine. But now, no, we're just snorting tobacco. Fucking asshole, man. Oh, I didn't like that at all, dude.
You don't know, it sucks, man. I did it last week.
It does taste like smoky chocolate. Hey, pussy, we're about to drink. You're going to penalty shot because your bladder's like a bitch.
Yeah, this is his second time pissing. He broke the seal.
3, 2, 1, slam it. I'm just going to say right now, Israel's not a good state.
No, it's terrible. That's what I was trying to say, man. I'm not pro-Israel. I'm just complicated about it because there's family stuff.
He's a fucking Jew.
Because you got family that live in Israel?
No. It's. I'll send you. I wrote a thing. I'll send you a thing if you're ever interested in actually talking about this. I don't want to do it when I'm this wasted because it's going to get contentious. But
I just feel like they shouldn't be there in the first place.
I agree with you. But the thing is, they are. And
Like,
so,
you look German.
I look German.
Yeah.
I'm a Polish Jew, man. My grandparents are Holocaust survivors.
Well, that's like near Poland and Germany is the same fucking thing. They're very close. You look like you're from that region, not from the Middle East.
No, I'm not. I'm not exactly. I'm an Ashkenazi. I'm not a Sephardic Jew, man. What I'm saying though is that it's okay.
So to be like, let's put Jews into a place everybody hates.
Actually, if
Jews.
this is actually a thing that you're interested in, like talking about, then like I don't want to do it now because I'm wasted. But I'll send you a thing that like I have mixed feelings about it. That's all. I hate Netanyahu. I hate the right wing Israeli government. But I think under Ehud Barak they had a shot for it to become something, and I think it fucked up.
Oh shit!
There's a tiny puppy. Look
Joe,
how
the
buff
straight
my
one?
arms look on camera.
Yeah, you really do look like you should be in the WWE.
Well, for Mr. William Gilliam, I has 2 shots plus 2 penalty shots.
Just slam that beer. You
4
should have
fucking
stone cold
shots,
shotgunned it. You should have stone cold shotgunned it.
No, I'm doing shot by shot. That's more in an ounce. Fuck it.
Well, you're coming up on 10 seconds till the shot, asshole. Me and Andrew haven't pissed because we're real American men, although he's Canadian.
Yeah, but I will be American soon. I'm
Shot.
working on it. I'm marrying an American in like a month.
Boom, within 5 seconds.
That doesn't make you an American.
No, but I'm going to start the process.
Have you put a baby in her?
We hope so.
If that's what it takes, I will.
You have to put a baby in someone to make you an American.
Don't tell me why. He'll reproduce.
He needs an anchor baby.
No, he doesn't.
No, I'm marrying an American, man.
It's not good enough. You need an anchor baby.
No,
You really want to see
Don't
me?
believe that shit. They're an American.
No, I've already looked into all of this. Don't worry.
I'm looking at Czechoslovakian porn stars. Feel like they want an in.
So you want foreign herpes, is what you're saying. Okay, I get it. Like, 10 seconds, guys. We're down to our last 4 shots.
5 shots. If you want to play along at home, you waited too long.
Yeah, you're not going to get
My
drunk.
tape keeps going higher and higher.
However, if you watch next week, you go shot for shot.
Who's on next week?
Aston Wallace, Tyler Rivera.
Either one of those guys. I love both of them like I love my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, both.
I love Tyler.
Me and Aston have ran a show together now for a year and a half.
Aston's very interesting individual. I look forward to being able to interview him.
He's one of my favorite guys in the world.
He's one of the most articulate persons I've ever met.
If I'm at it, that's
Oh,
funny.
and I'm racist for
That's
saying.
funny because he has a list. But
Yeah, you are racist.
like, whenever
I'm the
I'm at a
racist.
mic, whenever I'm at a mic and I see ass, and I'm just like, oh, well, that like it's like a good friends here, and like, yeah, maybe like
He's kind of intimidating.
no, he's not. What?
I mean, to me,
Aston's
he's
fucking
great.
hilarious, man. He's such
I
a
mean-
good comic. God, he's fucking funny, man.
I think he's a little intimidating.
Me and him have
we
made
all
each
missed
other.
a shot, man.
No, you missed a shot.
Oh,
That's
so
a
you're
good
doing
shot.
Penalty.
I feel like me and Aston have made each other better through
I think you guys have.
the trap.
My second favorite room in Los Angeles is your guys' room.
What's the first thing?
Oh, Garage. Garage is my favorite room in LA.
Yeah,
I fucking love
I've
Garage.
never been there.
I'm
Never done it.
Garage will always be
my
I love.
fans.
I don't think you've ever done trap.
I love Trapped is a great. Trapped was the third show I ever did
I
when I moved to LA.
look at your invitation every week and feel horrible.
You should come because it's you're missing out on a good mic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's better.
No,
than
Trapped is great. I fucking love it, man.
I'll be there. What night is it?
Sundays.
It's,
I'll do it.
Sundays from around. This is like the 2-minute marks. We're on the plug time.
Yeah, plug.
These are the plugs.
shit.
Wait, 2, 1, drink.
Drink.
Trap with the Comics every Sunday. The best playlist in Los Angeles comedy. I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm a better DJ than Coach T. Go fuck him. I'm a better DJ than he is.
Well, I like you better, so I'll stand by you.
Like, because I'm doing that shit with no headphones. I'm a blind DJ. I'm going no headphones, just fucking guessing where the drop is, and I hit the drop. Yeah. It's the
God, 30.
It's the best DJ, best playlist, best DJ.
We only got 2 shots.
Aston's an amazing host.
No, I love it. Like I say, it's my second favorite room in LA, and the only reason it's not my first is because
15
I think
seconds.
I think Garage is just such a great thing. I
10.
have so much fun there.
9, 11.
But yeah, you should come to fucking
Yeah,
trap,
dude.
man. It's better.
3, 2, 1. Drink.
I love it.
we were
The only
just
thing I don't like
saying
about Garage
Sunday.
is what's that one guy, the one who's always heckling and fucking won't go on stage? That chubby Spanish dude is always screaming at every fucking comic, and then when he's
Ellie Waba, he just started showing up.
I don't know. Since I moved to LA, he's been in every one, and he screams at every comic. And then when he gets called on stage, he like leaves.
I've never had that.
Kick him in the dick.
A lot of hecklers don't fuck with me.
Hey, there's a lot of
Like
there's
at
a
all.
lot of people in.
No, he doesn't heckle me. I'm just saying he heckles like a lot of people.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
give
people
off
in
that it's cool to heckle me 5. Like,
Yeah, I know you're.
There's a lot of
You're a
people.
scary looking dude.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to have going
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this town who deserve to be shot in the face.
I don't have a scary looking dude going for me.
you have petite teenager.
I have. There was a certain amount of people. There are a certain amount of people who see
Wait,
tattoos.
2, 1.
That's it.
Had a piss.
That's
so bad.
101.
Yeah.
And watch this disgusting chocolate fucking tobacco you put on my hand.
All right, guys. That is the end of the podcast. Thank you, Ashley Johnson,
Thank
for
you,
coming
Andrew.
on. That was a good
Andrew
fun.
Michael Fox.
Yeah,
Andrew
fuck
Michael.
you.
It sounds better that way.
That was a good roast battle. Thank you very much.
It was. You had solid jokes. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually. I was impressed with your roasting skills.
Thank you very much. And that's William Gilliam, Leah Mansfield. Come wave goodbye.
Leah Mansfield.
Oh,
Again,
just,
former naval officer
I-
Leah Mansfield.
I was an Air Force officer,
Air Force.
and I just live here.
She could nuke you tomorrow.
She'll call it in.
I couldn't do that. I
Yeah,
still,
seriously, call it
I
over
do
right
have
now.
the phone number to Alpha Launch Control Center memorized for the rest of my life. If you want to call them later.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, I gotta.
I'll be taking straight.
All right, that was a good podcast, man.
Only 1 cigarette, 0 piss breaks. That was good.
I had 2 cigarettes and 0 piss breaks. You win on the cigarette.